Hi, gang. This is Boomer with Occupy Democrats. We have a couple of Trump stories today, including Jimmy McCain's take on Trump's bad-mouthing his father, and later, our breaking piece on whether or not Democrats will turn the tables on Trump's outlandish behavior. But first, Trump says the media and Democrats made up a story about an incident that clearly took place at Arlington last week when a Trump campaign official pushed aside an Army employee who was simply doing her job. The incident report has been filed with the Army, but Trump has said repeatedly, don't believe your eyes and don't believe your ears. The employee who attempted to stop video and photos being taken declined to press charges for fear Trump supporters might retaliate. Next up, and just before our lead story, Jimmy McCain, John's son, has a few choice words for Trump, as you will see in this clip of his interview with CNN's Jake Tapper.
I want to bring in Jim McCain. He is the youngest son of the late Republican Senator John McCain. He is also an Army intelligence officer who served previously as a U.S. Marine. Jim, thank you so much for joining us. Tell us why you called Trump's visit to Arlington a violation.
Thank you for having me, sir. Well, as you well know, sir, Arlington Cemetery is sacred to all people who are members of the military, all people who have served in the uniform. It's a sacred area. There's 3 generations of McCains that are buried there. It's a violation because these rules are set in place. The people who are buried there don't have an opinion. The point of Arlington Cemetery is to go and show respect for the men and women who have given their lives to this country. When you make it political, you take away the respect of the people who are there. Go, show respect. I understand that he was invited. Show respect and leave. It doesn't need to be videoed.
If Donald Trump apologized for it and called it a mistake, would he earn any points back with you?
So if Donald Trump pulled it down and apologized, I mean, it would be the right thing to do. But look at his history towards veterans. Look, the answer is no. You know, what Trump said about my father is irreprehensible. I mean, it's, I've never forgotten it. And, to remind everyone, John McCain was my father as well. And, he was the guy I went to when I skinned my knee, So to hear those things said about him, I can never forgive. The one thing about John McCain is that he cared about his country. I feel that Kamala Harris and Tim Walz embody a group of people that will help make this country better, that will take us forward. And that's really what matters at the end of the day is, voting with your heart, voting how you feel going forward. And that's how I feel.
Now for our breaking story. The Washington Post says Trump lied to Gold Star families on troop deaths in Afghanistan. At the now infamous Arlington Cemetery campaign stop last week, Trump could be heard clearly saying to a number of Gold Star families that there were no troop deaths in the final 18 months of his presidency, when in fact, there were at least a dozen, including 2 in which Trump went to Dover, Delaware, to meet the plane carrying the bodies home. So while we all know Trump has an aversion to the truth, his lying to Gold Star families at hallowed Arlington Cemetery represents a new low even for him. But some observers note that the Democratic Party's radar has been on hyper-keen alert to see if Trump's overall desecration at Arlington could be used to their advantage in political messaging and in advertising by turning the tables on Trump and using the Arlington visit and Gold Star lie to their advantage, casting him, the former president, as a ruthless, immoral, and unethical narcissist focused not on America, but solely on himself. His self-absorption is profane, but his childish me character and personality has helped Kamala and Big Blue surge in the polls with a strength and a vitality not seen in a long time. He's on the run, he's scared, and he's very much alone. His support is running thin in the battleground states. Democrats have a chance to put him away for good with a resounding victory in November. This is Boomer, and this Boomer hits different with Occupy Democrats.